Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking about a few of the various drops that actually happened today, and the fact that we actually had a lot of really good dubs when it came to the restocks, and it kind of seemed like the point where if you guys are really trying your best to go get your consoles, you should hopefully in the next few weeks or a few months or so be able to go get them pretty easily. It kind of just seems like everything's getting a little bit more on the easier side and chilling side, but the one kind of big issue is that at least for like the really random, really sporadic target drop that was actually a lot of a lower stock drop. We did mention that a little bit in passing, but nothing like super concrete that we mentioned. Also had a lot of canceled orders as kind of per usual. So it kind of makes a little bit more sense though, because the stock was so low and they just had a lot more folks getting their orders canceled. So we have a few things to go talk about, some good, especially in regards to GameStop on the drop itself, some bad in regards to some canceled orders, but at least overall, it does kind of seem like the overall stock itself is getting a lot more chill, a lot more easier to go and get, and ideally, and hopefully, we'll keep on getting more and more restocks. So let's go and talk about it as well. And of course, if any of you guys did just go get your consoles, make sure you guys go and check on the Samsung links down below. They were actually having a sale for their SSDs that I highly recommend and use myself for my own PS5. That's linked down below, as well as also they have the Amazon links down below for the PS5 digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, linked down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, get a bunch of free stock and free money. Same with that Coinbase too as well. Leave a like, and as well, if you guys did finally go get your consoles, please send me a tweet, send me a message, leave a YouTube comment or all that good stuff, and let's go and talk about it. So, two major things. Number one, I'll touch on really quickly more for the Target drop. We've actually been seeing even more, once again, some more drama in regards to the Target restock. So we kind of had like a very small notice when it came to the Target drop itself. I didn't mention that in the early day video, and the days before, even on the weekly video, where we were confirming that stores were still sitting on some stock, but we just didn't necessarily fully know when, where, or how it might restock. It was a very mid-tier drop itself. It did have a little bit of a drop, although a lot of people had a lot of issues when it came to this drop earlier on today. When I was kind of going through everything, we saw loads, and I mean a lot more than even on the prior drops. Sometimes after Target drops, we'll complain about canceled orders and them overselling stock and them not getting enough stock. And that actually happened a lot throughout this drop. So we had at least good stuff in terms of GameStop. That's like the positive vibe. Bad stuff when it comes to Target, although we did have quite a few folks also get their consoles from Target itself. So when it came from Target and the Target drop overall, it kind of seemed like they just had very small stock. I think most of the numbers we were seeing were like just extremely low. A lot of folks when the drop actually happened itself kind of went and showed that there was just basically very minimal stock. And I didn't really see too much movement of stock arrivals. I didn't really see too much movement of like places even confirming stock or even Target employees kind of reaching out for it. It just kind of seemed like a lot of, basically honestly, a lot of locations just had stock that was sitting there. And that was maybe what was going on. I'm not 1,000,000% sure, but we did keep on hearing reports of that throughout the week, that basically they were just sitting on stock. We talked about in the weekly video, we talked about it was a good expectation throughout the week itself, although like I said, basically there was just not enough kind of movement. Sometimes we'll see stuff throughout the week, sometimes we'll see stuff in general, sometimes like we see stock movement overall. So this must have been a very small drop. Well, what would also make sense though too, because we had like 3 drops all like back to back, and then we had like a 2-week cycle, so they're probably just trying to keep up with restocks and keeping up with demand the best they possibly could, or maybe even had some canceled orders, bonus stock, or whatever it was. But a lot of the consoles just weren't like, it wasn't a good drop itself. It was very low, but some folks did go get their consoles, so some people did have a good chance. But as per usual, and this is like the one thing I always hate, like the big caveat when it comes to Target, is that when they did their stock itself, the consoles themselves, they basically just were overselling. And basically, a lot of people got emails. Some people always show up at the store afterwards. Like, oh my God, I got my order, I got my console, and then they don't have any stock. But at least on the bright side, we actually did go and have quite a few folks actually go get their consoles in general. Like we had like the nice little confirm over here, ready for pickup, order over here. So it was all good. PS5 Digital confirmed, was nice, beautiful. People got it. We had a lot of folks too as well over here too with all the order updates too as well, which was also nice to go and see. Like we saw a lot of folks go getting their consoles. It was just nice. Like, so it was oversold a lot. There was not as big a stock. There was not the craziest drop known to man. It was very on the middle, but at least on the bright side, we did see some dubs going on in. So if you guys had your orders canceled, I'm sorry about that. It always stinks. I hate, like, that's the one thing I hate about Target, especially when they oversell. It's just not a fun experience to be around. But as well, at least when it comes to all the consoles in general, like some people got them, you know? The Xbox Series X was also extremely small. We do always keep on imploring you guys to go check for the walk-ins. You know, call it to the tech center area or whatever and go from there. So keep that in mind. We always get car scene stock there if you guys missed the online drop. Although I think even the Xbox and PS5 Digital were so, I mean, they were so oversold. Like we saw a lot of folks go getting their consoles. It was just nice. Like, so it was oversold a lot. There was not as big a stock. There was not the craziest drop known to man. It was very on the middle, but at least on the bright side, we did see some dubs going on in. So if you guys had your orders canceled, I'm sorry about that. It always stinks. I hate, like, that's the one thing I hate about Target, especially when they oversell. It's just not a fun experience to be around. But as well, at least when it comes to all the consoles in general, like some people got them, you know? The Xbox Series X was also extremely small. We do always keep on imploring you guys to go check for the walk-ins. You know, call it to the tech center area or whatever and go from there. So keep that in mind. We always get car scene stock there if you guys missed the online drop. Although I think even the Xbox and PS5 Digital were so extremely low, and even the overall PS5 disc stock was so extremely low that at the end of the day, I hope you guys don't feel too bad. It wasn't the biggest drop. It wasn't even like, it was kind of like sprung up on us. It was really random. It was almost kind of like leftover stock. So you guys shouldn't feel too bad about it. It was kind of just, it was kind of there. Like a lot of canceled orders, a lot of issues. Even if you guys would have had a chance to get a stock, it was a very high likelihood it would have got canceled. There's a lot of drama on it. It was kind of meh. We'll wait for the next target drop, hopefully be bigger and better mixed on in. But the one kind of big thing too as well, even though we've kind of seen quite a few of these consoles overall in general, is that we're also saw a bajillion different folks out there go and get their GameStop console. So while Target itself was a little bit on the weirder side throughout the day, wasn't the best, as I've kind of covered throughout the video, the GameStop drop overall wasn't that bad. I think pretty much anyone who was just very committed and they had their GameStop Pro rewards, I saw loads. I think almost pretty much every single person who tried for this GameStop bundle got it, which is kind of like what we'd expect as of right now for the restocks. Normal individual consoles like the Best Buy drop, Target drop, Amazon drop, probably especially, those are hard to get. A lot of folks, even botters and scalpers, are still down to go get the $500 baseline console. Not so much in the Xbox, but the PS5 for sure. So for this, the fact that the bundles, it really does go and tone down scalpers. It really does tone down botters. I'm cool with it. I'm down with this. Now, of course, will I want to buy this? No, I already have my normal console itself, sitting right here. But the white and bright side is if you're just like, I don't want to go and really have to sit through tweets or wake up in early hours or wait for Target drops. You just want to go drop the extra, that's not gonna be like a $60, $70 premium for it. You get the extra controller, Call of Duty, etc. I always say GameStop's a good thing. Just be done with the grind and enjoy the hustle. Like that's kind of what bundles I think are there for. But a lot of folks for this GameStop drop kind of saw it go swimmingly. I think everything about it went really good. Now, once again, the bundle, as you guys can even see at the estimated cost, is a $800 bundle, which is kind of a lot. But also, if you even just look at other, like, say, Target prices, some of those are even at, the $500, $540 price points, which is just kind of a lot, man. It's just kind of a lot in general. So, like, I mean, at the end of the day, you still have to pay an extra, it's probably what, like $200 and maybe $40 or so. But you also get the Call of Duty, you get the controller, you get the gift cards, you get the GameStop card. It's not still really the best bundle. I'm sure you guys could all completely agree when it comes to that, especially for GameStop. We all kind of know. But at least on the bright side, I saw so many folks out there go and get their tweets. I saw so many people get their consoles. I saw people happy about it. And at the end of the day, that's why I think GameStop and like the other various retailers like Antonline, even Best Buy that does do bundles too, it's just there for the potential. Like if someone's okay spending the extra $50, $100 to go get a console, at the end of the day, is it really that big of a deal? I would say no. Like as long as someone's okay paying for it, might as well. But I'm always one of those folks, and I think probably a lot of you guys watching would agree. It's probably worth it, especially right now, because we're kind of in that awkward, like, it's not crazy high demand, but it's still kind of pretty in demand. It's probably still worth it, I'd say, to wait for the normal consoles to go and show up, especially when it comes to the PS5. We'll just wait maybe for the next upcoming Target drop, Amazon hopefully soon, Walmart just normal drop soon. A lot of these things will be a lot better, at least in my opinion. Same thing too with the Xbox. Almost like we still have the Xboxes available for GameStop in stores. We are still seeing reports of many various GameStop stores selling the Xbox Series X bundles in their local stores, local areas. A lot of those places are sitting on stock. A lot of those places have stock. So I mean, like, it's just one of those nice things where it's always kind of there in case you want it. And I think it's also kind of nice too when it comes to scalpers, because it also kind of sets like a floor, or I guess more of like a ceiling, I guess. So they have to go and have the price under this. Because if you could kind of easily go and get a GameStop bundle for $743, no one's going to want to go and spend more than, like, say, $700 on a third-party console. Same with the Xboxes, too. If you get one for super cheap, for, like, $700, why is someone going to want to spend extra money on it when they can just go to GameStop from a legitimate retailer, have it shipped to their house, and it's kind of easy peasy. So, this is kind of my thoughts on it. It's been getting kind of easy, at least for GameStop bundles and GameStop drops. You saw so many W's and so many people getting it. Target was, like I said throughout the video, a little bit of a mess. Could have been a little bit better. Could have been not as bad. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those like weird odds. But like I said, don't feel too bad if you missed the Target drop. It's kind of just a weird sprung up on a one with low stock. So if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We still have all those brand new Samsung SSDs on sale, which I do highly recommend. I may put a community post out for that one too. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. If you guys want to follow, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Same with that Coinbase too as well. I appreciate all of you guys so much for watching, and make sure you guys are, like I said, subscribe if you guys want to have a bunch more videos all throughout today and the rest of this weekend, and hopefully you guys all have a pretty good day. Love you guys so much, and thank you guys all so much for chilling.